How do you spot a fake CIA person? I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm actually going to tell you how you can spot fake pretty much anybody. So this will be useful if you're trying to spot a con man, fraud, criminal, whatever. The reason I bring this up is I have a call later this afternoon with a reporter in one of the big Salt Lake City news stations. And they said, hey, somebody is claiming to be a former CIA operative. How do I tell if they're legit or not? Well, here's how to do it. Very, very easy. Step one, and I'm going to tell you, we'll start with some of the, well, they're all easy ways, but I'm going to tell you like the uber simple easy way, so stay to the end, okay? First, one thing you do is say, hey, what color was your badge? In the agency, you have blue badgers and green badgers. And guess what? That's the lingo you use. So it's not like, oh, my badge, it's blue badger, green badger. What were you? Blue badgers are agency employees. I was a blue badger. That means you work for the CIA. Green badgers are contractors. So we know there are 1,000,001 contractors out there. It could be Lockheed. It could be Raytheon. It could be Dynacore. It could be, I'm trying to think, Triple Canopy, all the ones out there. So a green badger is not an agency employee, but again, they're an agency contractor. So green badger, blue badger. That's one way, is just say, hey, what color badge you were? See how they answer. Another thing is you could say, hey, what was your badge number? You have a number on your badge. So the way it goes, and I'm not going to tell you my badge number, but it is 2 letters and then 3 numbers. So it might be, hey, my badge number is AB123. So if you ask somebody, hey, what's your badge number? And they say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, guess what? There's no letters in there. Clearly, they don't know what they're talking about. Now, if they don't want to, excuse me, if they don't want to tell you their badge number, you can just say, well, does it have letters, numbers, and how many of each? Again, a badge number is 2 letters, so it'd be AB, 3 letters, 1, 2, 3. That is another way you can spot a fake CIA person. Also, how do you spot a fake CIA person? Well, an easy way is to have them talk to another agency person, because it only takes about 30 seconds to spot a fraud. I have people reach out to me all the time that say, hey, Jason, I want to work with you. I want to, be a part of your bodyguard company, do executive protection work, and hey, I'm former agency too. Well, I can quickly talk to him and know, okay, this guy is blowing smoke. He has no idea. Or, oh yeah, this guy is former agency because I know the lingo. So I can say, hey, where did you train? There is lingo of, hey, and I'm just making this up. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you any of the real lingo of agency training facilities, but you could say, oh, I trained at Aardvark, or I trained at Blue 77. Well, only agency people will know that specific lingo, so I know, okay, that person is legit. They know what they're talking about. Now, if you do not know somebody, let's say somebody says, hey, I'm a CIA operative or whatever, and you don't know anybody, well, guess what? All you have to do is bluff, and this is a great way to tell if they're a fraud or not. So if somebody comes to you and says, oh, yeah, you're trying to hire them for a security company, right? And they say, oh, yeah, I'm former CIA. All you got to do is say, oh, that's cool. Well, guess what? One of my best friends is former CIA too, and I have him check everybody out. When can you do a phone call? It's only 5 minutes, and he just verifies that everybody is CIA too. Well, an honest person is going to say, oh, okay, no big deal. I can do it Friday at 7. If the person who's claiming to be CIA is like, oh my gosh, and starts yelling and losing their mind, like, I can't believe you're doing that. That overreaction anger is a huge red flag that, guess what? They're not CIA. Or if they start stuttering and they're like, well, I'm busy. I can't do a call for the next 9 months because I'm going to Guatemala to vanish. Well, guess what? They're trying to buy time. They are not really CIA, because if they were, they wouldn't hesitate. They wouldn't freak out. They wouldn't get angry. So how do you apply this to everyday life? Well, anytime somebody's trying to do something for you, you just use that. Meaning, if I was pretending to be an airline pilot and I said, oh yeah, I'll fly your private plane, you could say, hey, my buddy's a former airline pilot. He vets everybody. Well, guess what? He would know in about 30 seconds if I was an airline pilot or not, because I don't know the first thing about flying except don't crash. Same thing about brain surgery. If I was pretending to be a brain surgeon and another brain surgeon talked to me, it wouldn't even take 30 seconds for them to realize that I'm not a brain surgeon. I don't know the first thing about brain surgery. So if you're trying to find out if somebody's a fraud or not, find somebody who's a true expert and say, hey, I want to connect you. I want you to hop on the phone, and I want my friend to verify that you're legit. I recently did this. I do a lot of business deals. I'm always looking to buy knife businesses, gun businesses, and all that kind of stuff. Well, this was a niche and industry where I was not an expert. I was not familiar with. So I said to the person, hey, I have a friend, which is true. I did have a friend who is an expert in this specific industry. I want to connect you to, because he's going to ask you some questions for me. Never heard from the guy again. The guy vanished, crickets. So obviously, and I already knew, I could already tell something wasn't right, but that just solidified my thinking that guy was a con man. So now you know how to spot a fake CIA person, and now you know how to spot pretty much fake everybody. Is just find the experts and have them jump on the phone, and the frauds will quickly freak out, run away, or say they can't do it.